Hello Universe, this is Gypsy. This is a video more related to panning and product use up than makeup. Since I started working on panning products and selected the palette of the year and participating in the Menage a Polish and my 19 and 2019 project pans, I started thinking about what my goals might be. Long-term goals more than short-term goals because of the volume of my collection. And I did record detailed inventories in September and October of this collection that I've got to use up. And I was thinking category by category what I would like my dream collection to look like. So, in looking at my numbers, starting probably at the bottom of the inventory and working my way backwards, these are kind of like what I think my dream goals might be. In the hair care inventory, I had a category that I called random products that I actually almost forgot when I was doing the inventory. And there were 13 products in that category. And I thought to myself, well, if you've almost forgotten them, then you can live without them. You don't need them. They're of no real value to you. And there were products like edge gels and a castor oil conditioner and a no-wash shampoo, several hair masks. There was a frizz control conditioner and a bunch of samples. So that's a category that I could probably eliminate and live without completely, have zero of. I have one new product I brought into my collection, a polish thinner. It's the only one that I have like it. It's not a fingernail polish remover, it's polish thinner. Now that I've had it and I've tried it, I don't see how I lived without it. It's a great product. It seems to make my fingernail polishes new again. I have one polish remover and I'm happy with that. Just having one, that's all I need. I have in the past had numerous bottles of polish remover and I'm glad to say that I've panned it down to one, so that's at goal. That category's at goal. I started my inventory with about 10 different hair colors, and I'd like to pan them all out down to zero. I'd be content to not have any hair colors in my collection. I have approximately 5 bags of bath salts, and I would probably like to only have one bath salt. After sun products, I have 3. I could live without them and not have any at all. I've got about 15 different types of sunblock in various strengths and types, and I'd like to just have one when I decide which of those is the best product for me. I have about 8 bug repellents. These are the type you apply to your skin, and I typically don't need them. When I camp, I will wear essential oils, and the essential oils seem to be effective for me. I probably don't have the blood type that attracts mosquitoes, so I could live without them completely. Body oils, I have 10 different types of body oils. Some of them are duplicates. I could live with just one body oil, just a plain, maybe the Johnson's baby oil brand or something like that, something very plain. Body washes and bubble baths, I have 21 of those. 21. Honestly, I could live without all of them. I would probably be perfectly happy to use just the bath salts in the water when I do take baths as opposed to shower, and I'd simply like to reduce my carbon footprint by not having so many plastic bottles around the house. I have one peel-off mask, facial mask. I could live without it. I could have 0. Heel balms for your heels to reduce calluses or prevent calluses. I have 5 of them. I would like to just have 1. body scrubs like your salt scrubs and your sugar scrubs that you use in the shower. I have 4 of them I could do without them. I could live with 0. Astringents. I still have a big bottle, a big glass bottle that's partially filled of astringent that I don't use at all, so I could live without it. Baby powder, I have 2. I might keep 1 small travel size, but it's a product, honestly, I could live without. The makeup remover wipes, I'm working on panning those out. I don't want to keep them in my collection. I've got 3 as of my inventory. I'd like to get rid of all of them. Bar soaps. I have quite a collection of bar soaps. I've got 70. A lot of these are travel size soaps, but numerous ones of these are full-size soaps. I'd like to have maybe 1 facial soap at each of the sinks. I have 2 bathrooms at each of the sinks, and then a bar soap in the shower. So that would be a total of 4 at all times. Hairsprays, gels, and mousses. My inventory, I had approximately 14. I'd like to just settle on 1. Just have 1 product. I have a hair growth serum that I thought I'd try. I was in a Facebook group. It's more of a shopping group than a panning group. They recommended this. I've tried it. I don't see a difference. I could live without it. Down to 0. Scalp treatments, like the biolages, and I've got nioxins and things like that. My inventory, I had 3. I could live with just 1 scalp treatment if it's a conditioning treatment, if it's the appropriate treatment for my scalp. I had 9 products that were either anti-frizz or some type of volumizer or some type of heat protectorant. I don't apply heat when I style my hair. Lately, I've just been scrunching it and throwing it up in a bun. So honestly, I could live without it completely. I've got 2 detangling products, and I feel like when I stop coloring my hair, if it's been conditioned and cared for appropriately, I won't need a detangler. Detangling, I think, comes from having dry ends. Leave-in conditioners, my collection, I had 17 of those, and I would like to just have 1 that is a good quality product that I can spritz on a daily basis in between shampoos, just to have a little extra something on my hair to protect from weather. Hair conditioners, I had a collection of 17. I would like to just have 1 that, again, is appropriate for my hair. Shampoo, I had a collection of 18, and I would like to just have 1 shampoo, and when I use it up, select another one. I did like that 1-800 product, and I saw it recently at Sally's. I know where to get it now. It was a multi-pack that I had found, a small mini multi-pack that I'd found of the shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in conditioner. I found it at TJ Maxx, I think, in a boxed set. Sally's carries it. That might be my go-to product. Fingernail polish collection. I've got 69. 69. I've only got 10 fingers and 10 toes. That's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I can pan them down. I would like to just have 1. Just use 1 a month. When I use it up, get rid of it and go choose another color. Scented body sprays. I've got 4 in my collection. I'd like to have 0 because I believe that I would enjoy wearing perfume or essential oils more than just the body sprays. Face moisturizers. My collection had 12. I'd like to just have 1. Masks or makeup removers. I had 11, and I'd like to just have 1. I would honestly probably just use baby oil to take the mascara and makeup off. My skin is really dry. I don't have a tendency to get clogged pores or blemishes. I could probably, it would be really inexpensive to take makeup off like that, and it would probably condition my skin a little in addition to removing the makeup. Lotions, like body lotions and hand creams. I had a collection of 36 at my inventory in October. I only need 1. Essential oil scents. I had a collection of 3. I'd probably narrow it down and just choose two, the lavender and the patchouli. Those are the two that I like. Perfume, I had a collection of 19. I think that 3 would be a good number for me so that I could have some diversity. The makeup, the concealers, the under eye concealers or blemish concealers, I have a collection of 12. I'd like to just have one that's a good match for my skin. Contouring, I had 7 contours, either in a palette form or a compact form. I'd like to just have one. False eyelashes, I had a collection of 5. One of those boxes of false eyelashes had 4 of them in that. So if you were to count them individually, that would be closer to 9 or 10. I'd like to just have one set that I really enjoy putting on, like for special occasions. It's not something I do on a daily. I have one lip plumper. Can live without it. Don't use it. Chapsticks. I have a collection of 26 chapsticks. They're probably going to become heel balms. I could live with just one, or I could live with none. Bronzers. I have 9 bronzers. I could live with just one. Brow products. I have 11 brow products, and if I could find a good match, once my hair goes back to its natural color and it's still a good match, I'd like to just have one. Mascaras. I had a collection of 15 when I did my inventory. I'd like to just have one. When I use it up, go get another one. And right now, I feel like the product that I'd like to have so far is the Maybelline Colossal Volume. This is the one that I've enjoyed the most. This is dying a slow death. It is drying out, and it's going to be time to roll in another product that I probably won't like as much. Blush. 18 blushes. I'd love to just have one. Don't know what shade I would go with. Don't know what would work best with my skin, but hopefully through the panning journey, I'll find what I like. Highlighter. I have 8 of them. Rarely wear them. Sometimes we'll touch them onto the eyelid to accentuate the eyeshadows, just to get use out of them, or just to lighten the eyeshadow that I wore. I might keep one just to play with in that way. Compacts, the pressed powders, the face powders. I have a collection of 13. I'd like to just have one that complements the foundation. Lip primers and scrubs, I've got 3. I can live without them. I don't have a tendency to get chapped lips, and I don't use them, so there's no point in really having them. Eye primers, I have 7. I don't use those either. I can live with 0, really. None. Face primers, I have 8. I have started using that product for the first time as a result of panning, and I do like it. It seems like it makes the foundation wear better, apply better, and blend out better. I might keep one. I have one stick foundation, which is in a panning project right now, panning my mental health. When it's gone, I won't replace it. Stick foundations are not my jam. Other types of foundations like liquids and creams, I had a collection of 25. 25 different types of foundations. I'd like to decide which of those 25 I like the most and only have one. Lip glosses. I have a total of 44. And I've discovered that I don't really care for lip glosses. I prefer tubes of lipstick. So 0 if I can pan them out. Lipsticks. Initially, before I melted 22 lipsticks into a Frankenpan, I had a total of 63. 63 tube lipsticks or palette type lipsticks, because the palettes were the first thing I went for because I don't use them. Scraped them all together, mixed them all together along with the other colors that I just wasn't using, and made that round disc. I still have 41 tubes to use up, but I was able to Frankenpan, for lack of a better word, or cobble together 22 lipsticks, but it was a total of 63, and I only need one. I'd like to go much lighter. I'm working on panning my darker colors out because I want to phase that out of my life. Lip liners. I had a collection of 42 lip liners when I did my inventory. I haven't decluttered anything. I'm working my way through them. I would like to just have one. Liquid eyeliner. I had 2 in my collection, possibly from Gypsy. Not really sure. I have never been drawn to liquid eyeliners, so I'd like to have 0. I'd like to not have any at all. The pencil eyeliners, I had a collection of 58. 58. I've only got 2 eyes. A lot of those were black. A lot of those was part of the Gypsy project, or Gypsy bags that I was subscribed to. That subscription has ended. Some of them came in pallets. I don't know, really. I did some horse trading with my niece. She likes the black eyeliners. She traded some blush. I don't know, guys. We'll see how that count comes out. I'd like to work it down to just one eyeliner one day. I like brown eyeliners. I like kohl eyeliners. But I could rotate, or I could just use one at a time. Lofty goal. I know it'll take a while. Palettes and single eyeshadows. That's my kryptonite. Single eyeshadows. As of my inventory in September and October, I had 90. I love eyeshadows. I would not declutter a one. And at this point, I can't say that I care if I use them up either. I'm working on a Pan That palette. And the palette eyeshadows, I have a collection of 73. These are all different sizes. Some of them only have 2 in it. Some of them have 20 or 30 in it. Honestly, at this point in my life, I still love them. I wouldn't declutter a one. I don't really care if I pan it out. I enjoy the collection that much. So these would be my numbers. Would be to probably hold on to all the eyeshadows and more or less pan everything else out. And just the storage would be dedicated in the bathroom to the palette collection on the 2 shelves that I've got near this huge mirror, and not have all these other products. The other products are not of interest to me. It's the eyeshadow that I really, truly enjoy. So, I have several projects going on my channel for panning, and I do empties, and I try to do a lookbook each month. This is going to be my panning journey right now as of 2019, and I'd be curious to see if my taste or my passion for the cosmetics and the other products changes. That's why I'm recording this video, because as of right now, my passion is the eyeshadows, and we'll see how this goes, see how it works out, see if my interest changes, if my desire to have all the colors changes as I work my way through my very first Pan That palette project. Guys, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to, because I love making new friends. I love communicating with you guys on YouTube. I appreciate your advice. I appreciate your time. Have a great night.